Okay, how do I sound? Do I sound good over here? Reverb. Okay, does this sound good?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I just put it up. I put it down just a little bit. I know what to do now. Oh shit, we're live again. Oh my god.
We were never not live. I just put something.
Oh my god. Oh no. All of our failures on to broadcast. Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. As long as sound is coming through okay.
I think sound's coming through okay. Sorry, everybody. We bought a soundboard.
And we're kind of figuring it out as we go along. And I thought, okay, so this is what happened. So we can air all of our mistakes out on the internet. So the effects portion is right next to the main audio line. So I thought it was all connected to the same thing, but it's subtly marked. You see this orange, that's for the effect. The yellow is for the whole thing.
So, new technology, learn something new. Hopefully we're not full of reverb right now, because I'm in here. We don't have anybody manning the machinery. So, please let us know in the comments if something's jacked up.
Yeah, I mean, I have everything turned up, so...
Any case, this is a reduced brouhaha.
Yeah, we had some members.
Who said Jed has had illnesses with all three of his kids, so it was his best bet to not.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Bosch, he did a lot of outside yard work earlier today, and we live in Louisiana, which means we're 2 inches away from the center of the sun.
Yeah, so yeah, he was dealing with them record highs.
It was. I was outside too, but you know, I also kept getting into the kiddie pool.
Yeah,
every so
well,
often.
you could just jump in the kiddie pool and be like, "Oh, I'm fine," until I get the sunburn. But then, I don't think he had that.
No. Oh.
Or
Yeah.
I mean, you're just pale.
Yeah. No, I do have a sunburn on the pale parts of me. Alrighty. So, anyway, welcome to Brouhaha. We're actually going to be attempting to do another double brew.
Yeah, this time we're actually I don't think this is the first time we've actually done a beer.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll hand it over to you. It's been years since we've done a beer.
Okay, so a little bit of history. We used to brew a lot of beer back in the day.
You tell them I'm going to double check audio levels.
He's going to double check audio levels. Okay, so back in the day we used to brew a lot of beer, especially for our steampunk group. We used to have a steampunk group called the Louisiana Steampunks, which started out as like just a gathering of con goers and then kind of evolved into a LARP. And then us, being the weirdo DIY people we are, we decided to start brewing beer for the events. So we were brewing beer just about before every time. I say before every time. I mean, we were doing months in advance, but like for about 3 or 4 years there, we were brewing pretty regularly. Tonight would be probably the second time in a year that I've brewed beer. Probably the first time in years that he has.
The last beer I brewed was the one we brewed when Vincent was born.
So that's been like 8 or 9 years now.
Yep, 9.
So,
oh shit, I got a 9-year-old.
Yeah, you do. You're about to have a 0-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm about to have 2. Oh, boy.
So,
anyway,
what we're doing, I'm just to get the beer part out of the way, we're not doing anything fancy. We're just doing a brown ale. When I say a brown ale, I don't necessarily mean a brown ale in the sense of in the sense of the style. I just mean the ale will be brown. So we have this nice gold extract. Ah, yes, Northern Brewer. we have some Munich dark Munich for mostly for color, a little bit for flavor. This one is the one I bought because I forgot I didn't get the ground version, so we just have a whole thing of Munich hop or Munich malt.
So to let everybody know, if you're brewing beer, you want it to be milled because it breaks it up and it makes it easier to get the starches out. If you get unmilled, it will still work, or you're going to be sitting there with a grinder.
So we got a nice earthy, citrusy hop Simcoe. I have forgotten more than I knew about hops. I used to have a fucking catalog in my head of the different
This man
types
loves
of hops.
Calypso.
And I've forgotten a lot of it, but I know Simcoe is good because I remember a little bit about Simcoe. Anyway, Hewitt.
Okay, with the mead, what we're going to be doing is we're going to attempt to make kind of a cobbler mead. We were going to do raspberry, but with the other two guys out, and raspberry being the one that we all agreed was probably our better tasting mead we made last time, we wanted to redo it, and we wanted to tweak the recipe by actually writing it down. So
That's tweaking the recipe for us.
yeah, because we don't write it down ever. So what we're going to do tonight is Chris and I are going to attempt to make kind of a cobblery mead with blueberries and peaches infused into it. So the first thing we need to do is add a little water to a pot and put the fruit in it and get it simmering.
So we want to start with the fruit and the mead first, then.
Well, we can do this simultaneously.
Okay, so where's the fruit in here?
I got the fruit out already.
Oh, where is it?
Right
oh,
here.
It's right there.
We got frozen peaches, which anybody that is making mead, and I'm probably not in screen.
Let me see. No, you're not. He's right there.
With making mead or wine, really, any fruit wine, you want to use frozen fruit because it helps break down the cell walls and makes it easier to extract the sugars and the flavors out of it. So, get that one started.
Turning this up. Yeah, we are still adjusting everything for the microphone.
Did we get a comment?
No. I'm checking the eye on the levels. I can actually see the levels right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Next.
you were a little low over there, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just mix it up. So next we're gonna get the carboy and just pour some water into the carboy place. That's not really it's a pot.
It's more of a demijohn.
Sure, but it's a pot that we put the water in the pot and then we bring it up. Are we boiling this, or are we just keeping it simple?
We're going to keep it simple because I don't think we want extremely. Deep, dark flavors mixed in with this fruit because it might kind of mask it.
Okay. Do me a favor, Hewitt.
What's that?
Let's see if we can move around the pots a bit.
You want the beer in the front?
Well, let's put the fruit in the back and the beer and the meat in the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Let me move this over because that is our least favorite burner. Hey, everybody has a least favorite burner. Everybody has a favorite one.
Which one's yours? Which one's your favorite burner?
This one right here because it's the biggest one.
It's always the biggest one.
Well,
size does matter.
My old favorite one was at the old house was the middle burner that was like 3 inches bigger than all the other ones, and I could cook anything in the middle burner.
See,
remember
again,
the big gas one we had?
I miss that gas stove.
It is still sitting in Scott's shed, waiting for me to stop being lazy and convert the tips on it so I can make an outside kitchen with a propane.
Wait, why did he take it out?
Because he got a new one because he had to get a new oven. So he has a traditional oven, which means he got rid of that big, huge range that we put in. Which his house, but now it's sitting over at his house in the shed.
It is what it is.
As well as gas-powered stick, the Lena, and the good King Robert are still sitting in there, ready to be reclaimed at some point.
Oh, you're using that one for the... Okay, so usually with beer, if you're making a 1 gallon, you want to put about 1.25 or like 1.25 into there because it's in a constant boil. The brewing process is constantly brewing, so to speak. So you want to keep as much water in there as possible. Damn, that's a bigger pot than it looked.
Yeah. Now, something I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to set this over here, wake up the yeast.
Oh, you're blooming already?
Yeah, because it's going to take a minute, so we might as well. So what we're doing is we're blooming the yeast, which we've done in previous videos. Blooming the yeast means we're going to just give it a little bit of sugar and allow it to start waking up. Let's see, where is my sugar?
Where's your sugar? Where's the sugar, Hewitt? Oh,
Right
there
here.
it is. Okay.
Are you going to bloom the beer yeast?
Do you think we should?
Man, it's up to you. You're in charge. It's
Yeah,
beer.
let's go ahead and be fancy with it. Let me get a little bit. Now, any home brewers are going to be mad at me because I forgot to pick up ice, so we're going to have to find a way to chill this quickly. Not that it matters, it makes it a clearer product if you chill it as quick as possible.
I'm going to do this real quick while it's still dry. Okay, so we're going to then give this a little swirl. Now I'm going to move the extracts and stuff over here. And give this
Turn that off because I realize that's sonically unpleasant.
Probably. Now, and I said this before we went on stream, so let me find it. We got a little bit, that is allspice, that is not what we want. That's whole clove, that's not what we want. That's cream of tartar. Where's my apple pie spice? Oh no.
I don't know if it's just me, internet, but I am a fan of the smell of yeast.
You're weird.
I am weird. I used to work in a pizza place. We used to make yeast. Wait. Yeah. We're blooming it, so.
Oh, we got nutmeg in case. Then some dips. That's not what we want.
Okay.
Y'all forgive me, internet.
So anyway, yes. So we used to be so into brewing, in fact, that maybe it was just me. I do have like a whole library of books just on brewing. Specifically Munich and German style beers. I have a few books on different beer styles and just how to make the best beer. And I was reading that shit constantly for a good 2 years.
Just a bit. Just a minute. Not obsessive.
Not obsessive. I'm not obsessive. Which glass is mine?
Mine is over here on the left.
Okay.
So you put yours somewhere else.
Oh, I put it over here.
We apparently do not have apple pie spice anymore.
Oh well. That would be good in there though.
Well, that was going to narrow it down because I don't have cinnamon. So the additional cobbler aspect might not pop through at the moment, but we do got a little nutmeg. We don't need to use allspice. Guess we could throw in 1 clove.
Yeah, just something small. To give it some added flavor.
Just gonna go ahead.
Oh, should we say something on the server?
Probably. That'd be a good idea. Advertise, everybody.
What am I doing? Oh my god.
Nutmeg. However, we're not going to add vanilla extract because that is bad for the yeast.
No, that is a after. I think that's what they did in the. Remember the vanilla. That vanilla. What was it? A vanilla white beer?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they did in that one.
So let's look at the recipe for the this one. 1 pound peaches.
Okay.
Peach. Damn it. 1 pound blueberries.
Or blueberries, as they're known in Transylvania.
1 pack Red Star. 1 clove. Pinch of nutmeg.
You don't want to put too much nutmeg in there, or else it becomes poison.
Does it?
Actually, yeah. Like you have to eat a lot of nutmeg, but it's actually toxic.
Huh.
Things you learn.
The more you know.
Yeah. Okay, so
the other thing we're doing tonight, which is traditional for Brouhaha, is we're going to be trying beers. We got 5. We're not going to roll. I bought them all, so we're going to give them a shot. So,
well, I might as well finish this up because
start with good or start with bad?
I kind of just want to get the Trader Joe's one out the way.
Okay. So we'll start with that one. So, went to Baton Rouge for my son's neurology appointment. And, water's getting warm quick. And so what we got is Boatswain Double IPA, $6 for a 6-pack. India Pale Ale, Twin Screw Steamer, 8.4 alcohol per volume. Boatswain, or Boatson. Beers are unique brews made in small batches. Our double IPA has a pleasant bitterness from the extra hops. This one is a big, bold beer.
We'll see about that.
Big, bold beer. Big, bold beer.
Big, bold beer. Let's... Okay. Ugh. It looks like if you've been out in the sun all day and didn't drink any water.
It's not quite that yellow. Okay, so
I mean, it smells like an IPA.
yeah, it is hoppy.
Like it's not a hazy IPA.
No, but smells about right. Decent foam. That's an IPA. I was expecting worse.
I was honestly expecting worse too. I mean, it's just an IPA.
Well, to be fair, the only really bad Trader Joe beer we had was Simple Times.
Yeah.
Which was 90% malt.
Look, Simple Times was just that bad, though. It was just that bad. Like, I did not like it, and it has color. Like, it's like, first impressions, right?
Yep. So, you go ahead and dump it in there. Let us get a, we need to not mix spoons. This is for the fruit. You know what? That's for the fruit and the honey. This, ooh, give me that. I need to smell that.
Yeah, it's bringing me back.
That is nice. So this will be for the beer.
Okay. So what we're doing here is just, now that it's hot enough, we're just gonna, as soon as Hewitt
stops being in the way.
Yeah.
Don't be a jerk.
We're just gonna.
Is that what you're telling me, Chris?
Yeah.
So he's pouring the extract in, and what extract is kind of a jump start for most beer kits. Like, that's the best way to put it.
Think of it like you don't have to sit there and go through the mashing process.
which is a whole thing. It used to, whenever we brewed, we used to brew 5-10 gallons at a time. And when we did that, yeah, it turned into like a all day thing. Like we'd get some food, and then we would start brewing.
Yeah. No, I mean it was like we probably had like $500-600 worth of equipment just for brewing.
Well, I don't know if it was quite that much unless you're including mostly the bubblers.
Yeah,
the bubblers got expensive. By the way, never buy a big mouth bubbler. Anybody that wants to home brew. Too much creates too much surface area, and it'll pop the lid off. Like to clean, it's amazing. To clean, it's amazing. To use as a vessel to contain, not so much.
Okay, so that beer was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Considering I thought it was going to be shit. That's me. That's just my bias there. Hewitt, whenever you get done, I need your help. Because I realize I am moving slow on this process. So right now, he is pouring in the honey, and I need to pour in about 2 to 3 ounces of this Munich hops. Munich malt, my bad.
Don't you have to put it in the...
No, we're not in the hops phase yet.
No, I'm just saying, don't you need to put in a bag?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
Okay. All right, give me the condom. Give me the beer condom.
It's the malt condom. Okay, so 2 to 3 ounces. This is probably going to be lighter than what I actually have in there. It's been a while since I've made beer.
Put a little more in there. We want a pal on this flavor.
Okay. It's been a while since I've made beer, so cut me some slack.
Never.
Well, fuck. I probably should. I was thinking between that one, Golden and Crystal, I think it's called, or Light, and and I picked that one because I thought Golden meant it was going to be a little bit lighter than that, but it looks like we're going to have a fairly dark looking beer. If it falls in, we can just fish it out.
I know. I was trying to find that's fine.
Yeah.
I was going to see if I could find my pot clip that can also hold a spoon.
So what we're doing now, we're just steeping the flavoring grain, or basically it adds color and flavor and complexity. You can actually technically do it without that, but it's going to taste a little bit flatter. It's not going to taste as good. And we're going to leave it in there about 15 minutes, stir it up while it's in there, and hopefully, if all goes well, it's going to taste really good.
Man, this mead's not going to take anywhere near as long as the beer.
Well, yeah, the beer has to brew for at least an hour.
Yep.
Let's go like that. Oh my god. Wait, do we have a light here?
I don't think we have a light. No, we do not have a light. Says the homeowner.
I'm going to go like this because...
No, reduce this heat.
Because I technically did this out of order, but it's been a while. You can't judge me.
I can.
Wow. Damn. But yeah.
So, let's finish this one. And again, folks, as we have said many times while doing this, we have now entered into the somewhat boring phase of brewing.
Oh, well, I mean, it's always going to be a bit of a...
It's always hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
All right, got some bubbles.
I think... Yeah, this one's... You can see it's creating colonies, so...
Yeah, this is good. So
essentially, what beer brewing is different from mead is that mead, you get it up to temp, and then you just let it sit. All the extra added stuff is optional.
Okay. keep going. Just entertain them.
Yeah, so the added stuff you do, like adding fruit, doing boiling the meat, things like that, is all optional. The process for beer is much more involved. It's much more hands-on, so to speak. Not that it's harder or easier. It's just you're more there. You're trying to get the hops in. You're trying to get everything planned right. And I'll be honest, I'm probably doing it wrong. I'm kind of winging it right now, but it's okay because it's probably still going to taste good.
Here's the thing. What was that noise?
I have no idea.
I heard a pop. Did you hear a pop?
I heard like something fall over.
Oh. Let me check that.
Anyway, look how dark that's gotten. Okay, well.
Don't know what that was, other than the AC kicking on.
Look how dark this has gotten. Do you think we need more water?
No. Wow.
Wow. Look, I like...
This is your jam.
Yeah. I like brewing beer. There was a time where we could, before Vincent was born. Not saying that Vincent did anything. It just, shit happened.
Vincent killed the brewery.
Vincent killed our aspirations.
No, not at all.
He didn't. Not at all.
100% didn't.
No, it's just, honestly, it was more just my life situation at the time and just...
Yeah. Starting a new family. You were moving around. Yeah. And, I mean, the thing is I don't even know where the equipment ended up.
Yeah. The equipment, between us two moving so much...
Well, I mean, I know I ended up giving most of it to you. I know one of the carboys, because we had a plastic carboy, it broke.
Yeah.
Because we never had the money. By the way, if you can buy a 5-gallon glass carboy for brewing, do it.
Don't buy the plastic.
Well, no, the plastic ones are fine. The narrow necks are fine.
Yeah.
They're just a pain in the butt. I mean, the glass one's going to be a pain in the butt to clean.
The Big Mouth Bubbler
was the biggest.
Killed so many.
We made
imagine making an entire 5-gallon and then it fucking souring.
We made a really big lambic. It was a really good green apple beer. But
sure.
that's not what we were trying to make.
The best beer that we've made, and I wish I could find the recipe, was
Sky Rat's Pills.
Yeah, it was I think it was technically a California Common, but we just wanted
We made a steam lager.
Yeah, we made a steam lager, but we called it Sky Rat Pills because,
We did more of a Pilsner because to make a lager you have to technically lager it, but
this is Louisiana.
Lagering is not easy here based on temperature.
Although I just got a fridge.
An extra fridge?
Yeah. Like my aunt was just like Ruby's aunt, which is now my aunt. She was like, "Yeah, y'all can have that fridge," and I'm like, "I could lager with that."
This is when you know you have a problem. All right, I'm going to get us another one to drink. And then let's talk about one of the ideas you had. We do not need to do the other IPA named Okra from Parrish. I bought it because it's...
Okra from Parrish?
Yeah, it says Okra, but here we go. Let's see. We are going to try I would call it local, but it's not technically local. It's over in Vicksburg. This is called Key City Brewing Company. This is their Crowler, a 32-ounce can of beer. So, Key City, if you're ever in Vicksburg and you are willing to navigate downtown Vicksburg, which can be a bit of
a chore?
Well,
a time? A hassle?
We're in Louisiana. Everything is low and flat. My wife almost covered her eyes while we were driving in Vicksburg because all of a sudden a truck breached from off to our left where she didn't know there was still road, like a frickin' orca, came up and crossed in front of us. Because Vicksburg's full of hills and it's like 100 feet higher than us, literally across the river.
Yeah,
all
you go,
all the loam and loess got deposited
yeah.
there. Anyway, so if you can drive through downtown Vicksburg, narrow streets, a lot of hills, it's a good place. They have a really good food. They have pork belly pizza and boudin pizza and pork belly tetrazzini. Tortellini.
I mean, you just have to say pork belly.
Yeah, the menu was good. Emily and I got 2 cans of the other one, which one I've already drank. This can, the 4-pack, and Emily and I ate with a pizza, appetizer, me getting a flight plus a beer, Emily getting tea for less than $100, and most of it was me buying beer. So, what I'm getting is the Alchemy Index. So this is the one I've already drank from. Sounds like my lovely wife is home. Turn the light on for it.
Oh, right here?
Oh, shit.
Right here?
Yeah. Well, if there was a question about it going flat, it's not there anymore. Because it's, let me turn down that fruit. Let's dry off of this real quick because it went.
Wow, it went everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You can see how much they overfilled it because we're going to be bad and do this. Now, I was afraid it might be a little flat because it's been a minute since I got it. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Hi, Emily.
Hey. Here you go. Pour yours. Do you want me to get your hamburger set up, baby?
No, I want to get in the house.
Okay.
I want house.
So this is Alchemy Index. So let me spin around. It's an Imperial White. It's 8% alcohol. There are notes of coriander in this. Give it a sniff.
I definitely smell that.
And orange.
I haven't had a white beer in a while.
When I saw it and it said it's an Imperial White Ale, I was like, I got to give this a shot. And it's delightful. It's so good. Getting this fresh from the tap.
I can imagine, yeah.
It's really, really good. And you also sit in the brewery to eat while you're there. Like, Emily and I were maybe 8 feet away from some of the brewing vats.
This is only like 45 minutes to an hour away. I think I might go there.
Oh, no, we need to take all the brew boys and go there. Wood fire pizza and beer.
It's really good, too.
Wood fire pizza? Okay,
wood fire pork belly pizza.
Oh, my God. You see, that's how you get
Thin
people
sliced
to see.
Yukon potatoes on there, too, with it.
Okay. Now, I'm listening. Hand me the hops, because we are kind of rushing through the phases, but, you know, it is what it is. Let me know if I picked the right hops.
La da 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 da.
It does kind of have that smell because it's related.
No, legit. Oh,
It does smell good.
I know, right? I'm gonna have to go back and clip shit out of this so much because it's us being biggest goobers over some of this. Like, let me smell the hops.
We'll just do that much hops, and we're going to turn up the heat a bit so we get that boil. We're going to have to watch this because you know what happens if you don't catch that boil if you don't catch that boil, butthole will fall out.
God damn it.
By butthole, I mean it's just going to overflow. Like
I'll be unhappy because I have an electric stove.
Well, I mean I have an electric stove too, but I have like the glass top type, the induction type. Really good. I highly suggest it.
Okay, this fruit, I think, shit, we're going to have to put this to the food processor because I no longer have a immersion blender.
Oh, cool.
Food processor. Here we go.
Let me do this real quick.
Where's the back half of you, food processor? That is I think this is it? Yes, this is it.
You've never used it. This is yours.
Yeah, I've never used a food processor. I'm sorry.
It's it goes on like that. Well, no, Hewitt. Ah.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah.
I'm putting this in here so that I have something.
We're professionals here.
No, we're not.
Shut up.
Okay, so my back's gonna be back to y'all because this is the only way I can do this safely because it's hot. and I don't want to spill stuff over where our electronics are.
Okay. Just to let you know,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a food processor to pulsify the fruit that has been steeping and breaking down.
do we need to set up something? Okay, one here.
What?
Well, we need, after we pulse, we're going to throw in here, right?
No, after we pulse, I'm going to pour it back into here, let it cool, and then we're going to strain it through a...
Oh, okay. Yeah, well...
Give me this. Oh, shit, I need a spoon. Hold on. Spoon! Entertain them, because my backside's probably not that entertaining.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here.
It works. Tell them more about stuff, about beer.
So-
Hey, actually fully evaluate the one that we just drank instead of us saying we like it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So let me take a sip of this real quick. I like that. Like, it hits enough to where you know it's like packing a punch, but it's easy to drink. Like, it actually like, you know how some beers, they're like, okay, we're gonna make this like super alcoholic and super heavy, and then we're just gonna really bitter it up, or we're gonna like throw a lot of malt in there. It's like barley wines are great every now and then, but not for every day. Like this I could have like a beer of this like once a day or once every other day.
It is rather nice.
And it's like, it has like a nice fruity taste.
Put it back over here.
And it has just a very mild bitter flavor. Like, I guess if you're not used to beer, it would taste more bitter, but
Well, if you're not used to the beers that,
we drink.
yeah.
Wait, did you? Cue it.
Uh-oh.
Cue it. Did you do it? Uh-oh.
I might have done, uh-oh.
Here,
Hold on.
yeah, there we go. There's that part. So wait, you're supposed to...
I've never used this before, okay? Shut up. I've never used this before.
It's a food processor.
Shut up. I've never used it, okay?
Like, I know I've worked in kitchens, I understand this stuff, but I figure like a food processor is a pretty like normal thing, right?
It is, except I've never used it. Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah. Getting it.
My wife's gonna have to come and save me.
There we go.
Okay, hold on. I'm sure that's really sonically unpleasant, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of... Oh, nice. We leveled up.
Yeah, my mom called. Ooh, that's hot.
Oh, I figured. It just went out the burner. 850. Okay.
You just fell off of something. I do not know what you fell off of. Oh wait, yeah, I do. You came off of this.
Oh my god.
Okay, so take that puree.
I like how you put it back over there just to bring it back here.
Shut up.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that puree actually looks really good.
It looks like purple doo-doo.
Maybe I like purple doo-doo, okay?
You know what? I won't judge.
Yeah, that's right.
So now we're going to let this cool down a little bit. And then we are going to strain that. Did I get any on me? I don't want to mess up my father figure shirt. I have so few good t-shirts.
I have no good t-shirts. All my t-shirts are messed up.
Oh. Anyway, so honey is just bumping along. Beer is at a decent little boil. Smells really good.
So I'm just, for this, we're trying not to get the particulates in, right?
We do not want much of the, excuse me, as I now throw that off screen. We want as little of the fruit pulp in there. The only reason I did that was to get as much of the juice out as possible, because the pulp will add tannins. The tannins will make stuff bitter.
Okay.
So we're doing it this way. Now we could just do the honey, get the primary fermentation done, and then go back and add a fruit syrup. Which would not be a bad idea for us to do another time, but we need to make that syrup in advance. Like, we got blackberry syrup, but Emily's not going to be happy if we use her blackberry syrup up.
I'm pretty sure there's also preservatives in there, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's a blackberry simple syrup she made that she drizzles on stuff.
You know what might actually be good? Just like, roll with me here. Just roll with me.
We're going to actually drink all this one because we can't reseal it.
I mean, we put mostly cans in there. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, it's 32 ounces. That's...
I forget, like, how big, because...
Yeah, that's 12-ounce cans, normally.
Okay.
So that's two,
Yeah,
that's
when I was
almost 3
working
cans.
at a pizza place, I would buy one of those when I was going home after closing, and I was like, I forget just how much beer is in one of those.
Yeah. I don't, because I sporadically buy the Dos Equis lime for after mowing. Because I do like good beers, but I also like basic beers.
Well, you got to be a basic bitch every now and then.
Because sometimes there's like, one of my favorite beers is Modelo. Another one of my favorite beers is Coors. Because, one, Coors gives me a 6-pack of pints for $7. Modelo is a really good, cheap, Mexican-esque beer. So, and it works really good in cooking for just about everything.
But this is what I was going to say. You know what a flavor I really like? Pepper jelly. Do you think we could
Make a jalapeno simple syrup?
and then use that in a mead?
We remember the one time we made capsaicin-mel, though. When we did the
Well,
the
you see,
cayenne.
here's the thing.
We made alcoholic hot sauce.
I'm going to move this away from the mic because I realize...
That was probably loud.
Yeah, we're trying to be better about our mic setup. We got a new setup here. In the future, whenever we do IRL stuff, we're going to have like multiple mics set up, and hopefully the sound will be good.
Hopefully.
Okay, so here's the thing. Capsaicin-mel. We made it. Only one person drank it. It was Jenna.
I feel bad about that.
She had weird taste buds.
Still does. She's with Jacob.
Yeah, that's true.
Love you, Jacob.
Like, what I would like to do is potentially get the pepper taste out, but it has to be a certain pepper. Like, we couldn't just do like a green bell pepper. That wouldn't be good. We would have to do something with the more fruity, peppery taste, right?
Poblano.
Poblano would be good.
Anaheim might be good.
Anaheim, potentially.
Not okay, depends on the jalapeno brand.
Well, the jalapeno would have to be pitted, and the pith would have to be removed.
Well, like we've had jalapeno beer before.
That's true. That was at the bathhouse.
I didn't try that one. The honey basil.
The honey
basil is so good.
They had so many good beers up there.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if we need to recommend another brewery that is not too far away from Monroe, the Superior Bathhouse and Brewery in Hot Springs is really good. If you stay at the Arlington, you can walk to it.
Yeah.
That's if you want to stay in a haunted hotel that has Hot Springs. And then it's like 10 steps away from where all the Madame Tussauds mannequins go to die.
Yeah.
Which, by the way...
Either way, like, that's where you want to go in Hot Springs anyway. That, and if you... I forget what the...
Squeezebox Pizza is also good, because that's another microbrew that's there.
Is that the one that's all the way up on the hill?
Yeah, Squeezebox. It has all the musical instruments and the decoration.
And then, like, okay, it has, like, the bar right here, and then you go up.
It might. We just went and sat in the bar was in the back, and then the bathrooms were up a level.
I might be thinking of a different place, and the place I might be thinking of might not be there then.
Because Squeezebox was just off the main drive. It was like up Washita Road.
Yeah, like, okay, so the pizza place I'm talking about is like if you go all the way up the hill, there's basically in Hot Springs, the downtown.
It's a valley.
It's on like that hilly area.
Well, I mean, if you're driving on the main street in Hot Springs, you're driving over Hot Springs River.
Yeah.
They went over it because Bathhouse Row used to be on the other side of the river from everything. And the river is really a bayou. Well, yeah. It's a creek. You and I could, if you were to walk in the tunnel underneath the main road, you and I wouldn't even be knee deep.
Yeah. But if you're on the road, the bathhouses are this way, and you go up this way. You go up far enough, there's a car park, right?
Okay, we went the other way.
Okay, so yeah, that's...
different place.
So it is a different place. If you go up to the car parks, there is a pizza place there. We had pizza there. We had like an all meat and a veggie.
Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. It's just down from the parking garage. It's the Pizza and Beer Garden.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that place, we almost went there, but because it really advertised the Beer Garden, we didn't know if it would be child-friendly.
Yeah. When we went there, it seemed like a pretty normal restaurant, but I can understand that.
Well, also, where we were at in Hot Springs and where we were heading, Squeezebox was right there, and it was good. And there was great service. They also know how to do non-binary bathrooms correctly.
Oh, what did they do?
They had 8 bathrooms. They were all private bathrooms. It's like, hey, this is how you please the people who are like, I don't know. And like,
well, just find one.
Here's your own private fucking bathroom.
Just go in there. Shut the fuck up. Go.
America for the last 6 years wondering where to shit and embarrassing itself.
But yeah, no.
Off of the somewhat political statement. The boil's still going good now.
Oh, I'm just over here. We're not going to use all of this hops because this is honestly a lot of hops, and I don't want to put that much in there. But we are going to hop it a little bit after we take it out.
We're going to get probably more blueberry than peach flavor because peach, anytime I've seen peach mixed into something, it's like LaCroix. It's peach whispered off to the side of the kettle.
Well, that blueberry is just,
Oh, good.
What's up? You good? You good?
Yeah, make sure my phone wasn't buzzing. When we did the baby shower last weekend, or was that last weekend or weekend before? Last weekend. And Kyle busted out the last bottle of blueberry.
It was pretty good.
That got stronger.
Yeah. I was like, damn, this is kind of medicinal.
It wasn't medicinal to me, but Here's my thing: is whenever some of y'all say something is medicinal, I'm like, all right, what do you mean by medicinal?
Well, I don't want to say NyQuil, but it has like what would be the?
Does it have a cough syrupy taste? Is what you're telling me?
It has a syrupy taste, but it's not like a sweet syrupy taste. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's why I say medicinal.
Well, I mean, I want to make a mint mead that's just mint, like not do the additional spices like I've done in the past, but just the mint.
And would you do before or after?
I might add a mint simple syrup into secondary, but not kill the yeast off.
Okay, so
let it do that for a couple days and then cold kill
so
the yeast.
in the clearing we add the simple syrup and just let it do its thing.
Well, it wouldn't be clearing at that point. The yeast would still keep it cloudy. Speaking of which, we got a mead in the bathroom.
Do we?
Yeah. It's probably ready for bottling.
Do we have bottles right now?
I got 2.
Oh, it'll be fine.
It's got 2 orc. It has 2 orc cores. It has 2 oak cores.
Oh my god! It has 2 orcs in there.
It's the mead boys.
They're like, we're making it strong, and they're going like that, you know.
We make it orange because orange. I don't know. Red goes fast. Purple is sneaky. That's all I know about.
I don't know much about like Warhammer 40k lore.
I know enough from friends who have been babbling about it that all I know is that everything's terrible. And while somebody says it's bullshit to say there's no good guys, I'm like, no.
No, I mean that's the whole thing.
The closest thing you have to like a pure, unobjectionable force is the Tyranids, and they just eat everything.
Yeah.
The Necrons are probably the worst because without them, a lot of the shit wouldn't have gone down. And then there's the Space Elves that are just hella racist.
And then there's the Drukhari that are like cannibal racist.
Is that a special batch of the elves?
Yeah.
And then there's the squats, which are the dwarves that just pop back up out of nowhere. And I'm like, give me space dwarves. If I play, I'll do that, or orcs.
They do. Like, Nathan let me borrow 1 or 2 of the minis to paint, and I'm painting them kind of like in an Aliens Marine fashion. So they have like the darker armor with the fatigues. Yeah, I like that.
I like how stupid the orcs are. This is the reason why I think most people like orcs in this area, is because everything about them is so dumb it's wonderful. Like,
yeah.
We believe the bigger clip fire more ammo. There is no ammo, but because I believe bigger clip give me more ammo.
The thing is, it's like I like orcs across the board. I like greenskins. I like, you know, goblins and hobgoblins.
I do like gobos. I was just disturbed how much the internet likes gobos.
Internet.
I was not ready.
The internet perverses everything you like.
I was not ready for the number of people who like gobbo girlfriends.
I mean, there's literally like a Pathfinder, what is it, like an influencer or a player or something like that has like the bimbo goblin girl look, and I'm like,
I don't hate it. It's not wrong. I was just not ready for a lot of this. Also, the number of people out there, like, I wish someone would turn this little short video into an actual comic. It was called Orc Girl Goes to a Human School, and it was a human and Orc King made a deal, but part of the deal was his daughter had to go to a human school, and like they go with orcs being more like ogres, so like she's legit 2 people, like all the dudes are like this tall on her. And I kind of liked it because it looked like it was going to go like the Tsundere tomboy route, because it never showed the dude that caught her attention, but I'm pretty sure he was the scrawniest little dude. I think it'd be funny if all of a sudden just this one really buff jock dude, like, hello, I'm Trogzak. I'm a transfer student. Boom, boom, does the titty dance. They did not give me a jacket big enough, so I've stitched 2 together. But it's like done really badly. I would love that, because then I'd be all about this really stupid slice of life comic.
I don't know. I'm just like, we're talking about like D&D and Pathfinder and fantasy and greenskins, and I'm just thinking about Baldur's Gate. I got played last night.
You did.
Like, I was like, hell yeah.
You keep talking. I'm going to guess our next sample.
I was like, 72-hour head start? Hell yeah. And then I realized, oh, it's only for the PlayStation players. And that's like in September or some shit. I'm going to be not done with the game. Probably never done with the game. But it's still upsetty spaghetti.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Here's my thing is being the sweet vanilla boy that I am most of the time, I was not ready for the number of fantasy fans of halflings, gnomes, goblins, some of the other smaller races that have names that sound problematic from, like, I don't know, a really shitty book series called Dragonlance. I said it. I'm not sorry, Internet. Wizards aren't that jacked. I've seen the cover art. If you like the series, it's fine. I'm just fucking trolling one member of our group. Nace is all about Dragonlance, and I am.
You know what I'm about? Pathfinder.
No, we're gonna stop right there.
I'm only about it because I've started to annoy people with it. And
No, see,
now
you're about this, and I will get my child to start talking to you about the bad guys. Like, the second you start talking about Pathfinder, Vincent, go, all right, so Mr. Wolf. And he will ignore straight up what you're saying and proceed through a whole book.
Hell yeah.
I
I'm glad he's excited.
Oh, no, I really love that he likes a book series. Like, it's... I just get tired of... I never read that book.
Which book is it?
I've not read most of the bad guy books. Because he wants mommy to read stories with him at night. And he'll read some, she'll read some.
I think that's normal.
Well, no, I'm reading the Dungeon Academy with him whenever I sit in there and read books to him. But... but it's one of those of he will go through the whole book. Remember? No, I'm not the one who read that with you. Mommy did. Right, but do you remember this? No.
He doesn't want you to read because he's like, I'm tired of you forgetting these things.
Well, I know he'll walk up and start. Remember Mr. Wolf and I was like, no, I didn't read that with you. Mom did. Okay, but do you remember? I'm like, no. Well, I'm going to continue to explain this in the words of my people. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
He's just good.
He's excited. Let me get your glass. So this is another Key City Brewing. It's in a crowler. Some of them you can get in 6-packs. Some spilling. Oh god. This is the problem with pouring out of a daggum can. Or maybe I just don't pour right. But this is Two Kings. And all I can think of is a Tenacious D song because of that. But Two Kings, it's a Schwarzweißer. 5.8% alcohol. This is their black lager.
Which is a good type of beer.
Smell it.
Smells good. Like, the thing I like about black lagers is that...
Smells like coffee.
Smells like coffee. You get a nice toasty beer without it being too heavy. And you can kind of just, work with what you got. You don't have to be like, okay.
It's not too powerful usually, but give it a sip.
We actually made something almost just like this.
We made a black ale more than a black lager. And this one is a little flat, unfortunately. Those coffee notes are coming out stronger than when I had it in a smaller one. Which, by the way, they made an amazing beer flight. There's a piece of wood, and they drilled the holes through it, but in the dead center they drilled a little hole, and they sweated copper pipe together and made a T, so you can, carry it like that. So now literally you can just pick up 2 of them and carry them, making it easier for people. Rather than, because a lot of beer flights, the paddle is
pretty...
Well, I mean, the handle's small on a lot of them. And if you have anything, okay, I don't have big hands, But there's a whole lot of stuff that's made that is too small.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, think about more Knox. Fucking catcher mitts.
Like, the thing is, it's like, regardless of how big your hands are.
If the handle's too small, like, if I'm having to hold it like this, that's not comfy. But holding it like you could just T-join it between your fingers.
Yeah, and just go like that.
Yeah.
That works. And
really,
then you can still move that around on the table pretty easy.
It was amazing. It's one of those of I'm gonna steal the design,
And then,
but I don't know if I'm gonna do a black pipe or not. It all depends on which is cheaper, because I don't know how to sweat copper. Well, solder copper.
but no, I like this. Like it's great that we're like brewing beer tonight, because this is really reminiscent of stuff we've brewed before.
This is a little more coffee than anything we've done.
Yeah.
And now that it doesn't have the carbonation in it, the coffee notes are a little bit stronger, but it is...
I mean, it is what it is, but it tastes really good.
They also have a really good red there.
Look at that. Yeah. The thing is, with black ales, they're not going to be as thick as like a stout.
They only got 1C.
Yeah, they only got 1C, but they're still going to taste pretty hearty if you're not used to like darker beers. Like, and I'm the type of person that doesn't think like dark beer means strong beer. It just means
right. That's
flavor.
In the U.S., if it's darker than, slightly dehydration urine, which probably not the best thing.
Yeah,
if it's darker than a Budweiser, people are like, that's a really heavy beer. I'm like...
Yeah, I've heard people talk about like Yingling, regular Yingling, as if it's like super heavy.
Okay, if you've been drinking nothing but like light beer all day and then someone hands you a Yingling...
I mean, I guess, yeah.
But also the fact that my beer drinking started with Guinness Stout, and then Guinness Extra Stout. And for me, from there, Guinness still starts getting categorized as a thin beer.
I think that's like one of the first beers I drank was Newcastle, followed by a Beta. So, like, I didn't start with like.
Now I'll say this:
but...
a Beta Amber. If it's been a really hot day, I don't want to drink in a Beta Amber, because that's going to be. It's not heavy. It's thicker. Like, if I've been outside, I really do want I want water that has a little bit of wheat in it. That's pretty much it.
I think the time that I really like, because okay, so for me, like, I was never like a party drinker. I was never.
Oh, shoot, keep going. I forgot that I left the.
Oh, I'm gonna check this real quick. I'm just doing a little pepperoni. I'm keeping an eye on the time because I need to be more precise with my stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so around 9:20, I'm going to put in the last bit of hops. Okay, so I'm not
cheesecloth.
Oh, cheesecloth, yeah.
Cheesecloth.
So I was never like, I didn't grow up like a party animal or anything like that, and I never had like the experience.
He's lying.
No, I was like a ratchet little shit, is what I was. I wasn't like I was the kid that was like, yeah, I'm gonna go like break into like a shut down school. We're not gonna talk about that actually.
Don't incriminate yourself.
This was like 20 years ago. I'm old, okay? Don't worry about
It's
it.
now old folks home.
This is now a nursing home.
You broke into a nursing home?
I broke into a nursing home.
Why does it smell like baby powder?
Does it smell like baby powder? That smells like fucking baby powder. What the fuck, Nate?
I don't want to know, but it was not open beforehand.
It was not open. So let's just
Nate, why does it smell like baby powder?
let's just double wrap. Let's do it. It's gonna taste like.
Why's your meat taste like baby powder? You asked Nathan.
Why does this thing taste like Johnson & Johnson? I'm getting cancer. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm leaving.
No, you're not. You got shit to do.
Damn, flavor blasted.
Put those back. That's the babies.
Okay, what were we talking about? Okay, so I wasn't like so much like a party animal type. I didn't like socializing so much with people, and I didn't really drink beer until I was like of age. I think I had alcohol a little bit before 21, but it wasn't until I was around 21 that I started having it. And I remember Nathan.
Cheesecloth has failed us.
Has it?
Yeah, it ruptured.
Oh my god.
See? Oh well.
Well, here, let's do this then.
What the fuck?
What the?
It is separated in here. That's weird.
Well, let's do a.
Another baggie of it.
Okay, so do we have something? Let's get.
Let's
Oh,
no.
okay, wait.
Put another baggie on this.
Does this have any soap in it?
No, I just rinsed it out.
Okay, can I pour this out?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? Okay, sorry y'all, we gotta do something real quick. Okay, so first things first, lift this up. What we're gonna do? I'm gonna.
No, we need that. That's juice.
Okay, so we're gonna go like this, and
We are losing drips.
up here. We're gonna go like this, and then go like this. Don't worry about. Just hold that right there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick. We're gonna do a quick clean out just to get the pulp out. Okay. Do like this. And now, oh, let me do this real quick.
We had a rupture in the cheesecloth. This is the second time, which means we might do Cannon's method of a cheap cotton t-shirt.
Shit, at this point we might as well. Now we're getting the muslin out. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Just pour.
I got this. Alright.
Okay.
Wipe your hands off. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I got it.
He said he got it. And
I got it. I got it. It just tried to sloop out the side like fucking Gloop and Glort.
Okay. Okay. Everything's good. Don't worry about it.
Now I can do this.
Now you can do that. I don't know. He
I'm
looks
squeezing.
like the dude from Temple of Doom with the fucking heart in his hand.
Kalima!
Anyway.
Kalima!
Anyway, so the first few times I was like 20, 21, I think my brother had bought me some beer every now and then just to see how much I liked it, you know? But it wasn't until I was 21, I think I was at your apartment,
You were.
and I had a Beta Pecan Ale.
Oh god, that's a good one, but it's such hit and miss.
It, like, that night, it just fucking hit. Like, I don't know what it was with it. It just fucking hit so well. And that made me fall in love with, like, beer. Die your ass, Greg. Anyway.
Am I drooping?
You're drooping a bit. Like,
Am I droop off camera?
Yeah, your crack's off camera.
Good, I won't get us in trouble.
I mean, I didn't, it took me a while to actually get it, like, drink anything aside from, like, specialty type beers. But we used...
He farted.
Okay. Like, but we used to actually, like, go out and just... Like, there was a Smoker's Paradise next to us that would have German beers and all these other beers that we would just go out and try. Like, just, you know, one weekend we were like, okay, we're not doing shit. Let's go out and get beer. We're probably playing Exalted at this point.
We were.
Or 3.5, but most likely Exalted. And we'd just try beer, eat sandwiches, play Exalted. And
Fancy sandwiches.
fancy, oh my god. I remember, that was actually like one of the first times I met Em, wasn't it? Like, she made really fancy sandwiches.
No, that was after you and I got married.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember it, and she was like the one that, like, what's up?
Let me get this.
Oh, just say, get the trash can for me, Hewitt.
Well, I didn't want to make you go near my crack.
I'm not gonna look at your crack on purpose. Oh my god.
I look like
How many hearts have you ripped out?
Enough to please Kali.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know. I'm not fucking with that god. She,
Kali? Yeah.
Kali? No. I'm not making her mad. If she can step on Shiva's chest and him go, okay, yes ma'am. I don't know. Oh, it came off. Oh, so it's a black shirt. I'll just have to stain stick it. Look at all that juice. Shoot.
What are you... Hewitt?
I'm trying to make sure I don't get too much blueberry stuff on me so I don't stain anything, but the shorts are not that big a deal. My dad bod shirt is a big deal. I should be pouring more. So.
Okay, so Key City,
Good.
overall, very good.
Here we go.
E-
Look at all
everything-
that juice.
Oh my god. You gonna pour that in there?
Yeah. Let me get a funnel.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna,
Damn, I wish we still had the thermometers. Ooh, give that a smell.
Okay, so are we just like, okay, well.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna pour the honey into this. I mean, the big thing is if that kettle over there is good enough to touch, we can, drain this a little bit so we have, like, in case I spill,
Oh, this?
drain the sink.
Oh, I was doing it for the beer.
I know. We'll take care of that in just a second.
Okay, so just
Yeah, just pour it.
pour it off?
I'll tell you when.
Okay. Well, that's
That's why I told you to do it in the sink. We're bad at pouring tonight. Yeah, put it all in there.
just throw it all in.
Okay,
Fuck! I got fucking scared when you turned that on.
Wait,
I thought it was going right in the funnel.
No, I moved it. Dude, you sound like the freaking general. I just started watching the newest season of Baki Hanma.
I don't know what that is.
Baki the Grappler from when we were kids. They've continued the series on Netflix, and it's called Baki Hanma, Son of the Ogress this season. This is when Pickle shows up.
Ah.
Pickle is a caveman. And this has gotten, everything about this is stupid. So Pickle has defeated a whole division of the U.S. military. There's goddamn Albert Payne, their version of Albert Einstein, just over there looking like sad Albert Einstein. And then all of a sudden the captain that knows everybody, like the captain that's all about the fighting arena and knows them, just comes walking up, and he's walking up and he's like, Pickle, this 8-foot tall caveman with like overly like his like knees to elbows is like normal human shape, and then the rest of it's just stupid long. So he comes walking up, and what's the captain start doing? Takes off his hat, the captain walks up to him, and like Pickle's like completely naked because he's a fucking caveman. Captain walks up completely naked to him and goes, "We're gonna talk." And I'm like, the fuck just. We're going to have naked bro time. We're going to talk, and I'm going to take you to Japan. Why? Because now you're Japan's problem, not America's problem. Naked dude telling you're about to be another country's problem is about as American as we can get at this point, honestly.
Hello, Em.
Why are you talking about that weird ass show?
Because it's silly and dumb.
All I want to do is just sit here and play Baldur's Gate.
and talk about Pathfinder.
Talk about Pathfinder.
Speaking of Japan, why did your aunt go to Japan for VBS?
What is VBS? That sounds like a...
Vacation
Bible school.
His aunt went to Japan, and she's there doing a vacation Bible school. I didn't even know there were Baptists in Japan. Catholics, I believe. Baptists, I don't.
Well, I mean, there's a saying: you're born Shinto, live Buddhist, and die Catholic in Japan.
VBS is not a Catholic thing. That is a Baptist thing.
Look, I think, you know, with...
See, I'm learning there's a lot of shit from our childhoods that doesn't transfer. Like, go to church and also rise and shine and give God
Wednesday
the
church is
glory.
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I could see the Catholic... maybe there are some Protestant churches in Japan. Maybe now
But what the fuck?
it's like, yeah, let's go and teach our really weird version of Christianity from the South
Obviously, there's already
over
church
to
over
Japan.
there,
We're gonna get ourselves in trouble because you just did like the hillbilly hoedown with that, and I'm laughing really hard right now.
Oh, well, that's what I pictured. Like, hello, fellow Japanese.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna say this. Southern Baptists don't even have that much momentum.
Oh yeah, because the coronary problems, you know.
No, I was gonna say it's because Baptists believe dancing is the way to the devil. So
Oh, yeah.
Baptists are more like, "Hello, I am Christian man. I'm here to talk to you about Jesus."
No, what? Okay, first, I'm gonna be
But
the
then
Baptist.
this,
Wait a minute.
well, here's
I'm
another.
gonna, I'm gonna be the
I
Baptist.
gotta add something to this. So, but they're so weird. All of a sudden, like, I like the shape of your head
No,
because these people are so repressed. They're into weird
You
shit.
didn't do it right.
no.
No,
Okay,
because
so
they-
I
wait.
like the shape of your head.
You do not, especially with the children that are
we
inheriting
need
it.
to really accurately show how Baptists are. So I'm going to be the Baptist, and you're going to ask me how my day was.
How was your day?
I'm not drunk.
I thought you said I'll be the Baptist. It's like, oh shit, let me cover my face. Hey, I was raised Southern Baptist.
Catholic. Everybody knows everybody else is snacker.
I was raised Southern, or I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm from the South.
You were
so,
raised Presbyterian, weren't
yeah,
you?
the weirdo one.
No, that's Pentecostals.
Yeah, that's super weirdo.
No, okay, let's be honest. If you have faith, and that's what you're into, that's fine. There's some shit that's just weird. Like, here's my deal. If you're going to tell somebody they can't cut their hair and they got to wear a long dress, then dude, you can't shave your beard and you can't wear polyester. I'm just going to say, if you're going to bust out fucking Old Testament shit.
Oh no, they let them wear jean skirts now.
Oh, progressive.
Do they still require 2 turtles during menstruation?
What?
That's in Leviticus. Or it might be in Numbers.
Buns.
Oh. Yeah, let me just say this. Nick Offerman made statements about 2 turtles, and I went and looked. You give the church 2 turtles once a month, apparently. So all I know is
So it's like a tithe.
Well, no, here's the thing. There was just one rabbi way back in the day that was into turtles.
So it's a Teenage Mutant Turtle tithe.
I want to see Mutant Mayhem so bad to change the subject off of this possibly problematic thing we're talking about.
Man, we need to play fucking.
Oh, no, we need-
Revenge.
Oh no, Moose has it too. We need Moose, so we can get all 4.
Well, we can get all 4. Okay, wait a minute. We would get 4. Can we get a 5th? Is there any way to get a 5th?
Actually, yeah. Emily could also be on my computer playing, I think. Emily would just be grabbing April O'Neil to do the booty slam.
What?
She doesn't do a booty slam. She slams on her camera.
No, she does. Well, all of them technically do a booty slam. If you do a combo at the right time, you slam your butts together on them. Also, April does swing her hip out to knock people off balance, which is 100% you.
But, okay, so that would be
So we
April.
all are
Who would be
about
Casey
to
Jones, though?
We gotta unlock Casey.
Yeah, we got a lot of cases still.
We gotta beat the game
But
to
then
unlock Casey.
Splinter, then.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll find something else.
Get Devin. Get
Yes.
home.
It would be nice. Oh shit! I still gotta help with. I gotta write the ceremony still.
Oh,
Back
so
to the
it's
camera.
back up?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh,
in
yeah.
it's gonna be in October. I just gotta double check
Not
the date.
back up, like updates have happened.
Yeah,
Last time we talked about it. Is everyone-
I've talked to him. I'm the efficient.
Hell
Back to the
yeah.
camera.
Look, here's the problem with doing the brewing of the Brouhahas.
Yeah.
This is a lot of us moving around and us talking. This would actually be an okay podcast.
If we were to set up multiple.
No, even if it's catching it, where it's just us. At the same time, I need to start stealing the audio off of our produced material.
No, we're actually.
Tomato?
I brought over some San Marzanos. It's the only thing I had in my garden. But no, I know you fart all the time.
Hey, look, when we play live games, it pops up on the bottom of the screen. Miro is secretly farting right now.
Oh. But now that we have this mixer, we can do so much more. Like we can actually move around. Actually, we can't move around right now because
We don't have
multiple
360
microphones
mic
yet.
coverage.
But we will. We have the mics for it. We just don't have the cables or the stands. We're getting there.
This is the pool. I found a fun YouTube channel you need to watch.
Wait, is that homemade pickles?
Yes.
Can
No.
I try homemade pickles?
It's actually a reused brine because I made pickled
She made pickled tomatoes.
tomatoes with it, but I didn't
I
want
think
to
there's still a tomato in there.
I think I ate them all.
No, there's red in there.
That's probably the kosher pickle.
Oh. Emily knows how to jar really well.
I'm learning.
I actually hadn't tried it with the pickle yet. I just got it on the shirt.
Now the thing is, like the crunchiness is what you have to nail
brine.
down.
I like the brine.
But okay.
But no, I was saying it is crunchy. By the way, I wasn't saying you.
Yeah, that shit's crunchy. Sometimes I get soggy. But I also
Looks like
didn't-
you got some light pickles right there.
Yeah, I also didn't.
No, we got cucumbers that have turned yellow. Ours have been weird this year.
Yeah, well, sometimes the pickling ones,
I
as
also
they
didn't,
mature,
I
they
also
turn
didn't
yellow.
reheat it up. I just
No,
cut up
I'm
pickles.
going,
and
our
stuck it in
pickles have turned yellow. There's some type of nutrition. Vitamin salt.
Really? Is it that? I thought it was just they become more mature.
Well, yeah, they can. But ours have been turning yellow since the beginning. So it could be they're not getting enough water. It could be they're getting too much water. It could be that they're not.
This dog really thinks he's gonna get that pickle.
You're not gonna like it.
Is there a little bit of sugar in there?
Yeah.
Little bit.
Okay, so that's what I taste. That works really well.
It was really, really good with the cherry tomatoes.
Every time I make the brine with a little bit of sugar, I think I overdo it. Do you use like a specific type of sugar?
I just use regular.
He ate all the seed section off. He didn't want the rest of it.
I'll send you the one I use.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would be great because like that's really good because it has like that slight sugary. It has that sweetness. But
She
it's not.
used
It was-
rice
it
wine
was a
vinegar
little,
for this,
But
right?
not this one. These are the ones. The ones in the back are those. I didn't cut that one with water though. They're
I'm
really-
sorry.
Oh, you did like that one year that I made pickles with just straight frickin' vinegar and dill.
This has red wine vinegar in it.
I gave those to Christina, not realizing that I mismade pickles. And Christina all of a sudden, woo! Like went full on Ric Flair.
Woo! Also, I'm sorry, Internet, if we're just talking and you can't fully hear everything.
Oh yeah, I'm using that brine again.
Because I don't know if she's being picked up.
Probably not, but I mean,
Hey, it is. It is what it
Okay,
is.
pickles.
she's
Oh, no,
she's barely over on the edge behind you.
Yeah, okay, so yeah. We're being picked up. Okay.
Look at that cake forming in there.
Yeah, no, I try my best, you know.
Here's also how of a sweet summer child I am. I didn't know cake could also be referenced to something else. Thanks, Internet. Thanks, TikTok, for ruining this, man.
Anyway, is there another beer we should taste?
I gotta.
don't
Are you
know.
getting the cacio pepe?
I haven't had any yet.
Wait, what is this? Cacio Pepe?
Cacio pepe Cheetos from.
Trader Joe's.
Is it actually puffed corn or is this puffed chickpeas?
Corn and rice.
Okay.
But I can't
They're
do-
stupid good, right?
You should know me.
Huh? What, do you need me to go get you a bottle of water?
Would you grab me that and a Waterloo?
Waterloo.
They almost have a cereal taste about them.
Oh, probably because there's rice in it.
I think that might be it.
I don't know what you're talking. We just bought them randomly when we went to the Trader Joe's in Indiana. We destroyed them.
That's fair.
Everything from Trader Joe's is good. Trader Joe's open one in Monroe.
Okay, this is what I'll say. Trader Joe's have one bad beer, and it's made me judge all their beers from there.
I don't drink the beer. I eat the food.
True, yeah. But we just had their Imperial IPA. It's pretty good. Like, I'm not hating on it, you know.
I like walking in and smelling beer being made in my house again.
That one is good.
I miss this smell. It's like baking bread.
It
I
is.
said online you were doing meat because I didn't know.
Huh? Oh no, we're doing both. All right. The last one that comes from Key City. This is Fifth Key Brewing Company.
Bye.
Love
Bye,
you.
love you.
This is
Take
Fifth
it
Key's
easy.
Imperial Stout. This is an old Rasputin-esque.
Old.
Look at that.
Oh my fuck! God damn it!
Look at this beauty. That's a beer.
Yeah, go ahead, fucking pour it.
What? You already mad?
I mean, I wasn't expecting an old Rasputin style beer. What's the alcohol content again?
Key City Beers, shared with friends. Key City Beers, 1311 Washington Street, Vicksburg. Independent craft. 10.3% alcohol.
Fuck. Okay.
Government warning about all the beer shit.
Don't drink while you're pregnant, etc., etc.
Don't drive. Might make voting easier.
You just. We didn't even get to the thing. Like, we didn't.
Oh no, I'm diving in, dude. I love this shit. It smells like an Imperial Stout.
I'm just gonna see something.
You can't see through it.
That's what I'm trying to do. It is like fucking bayou water is what I would call it.
Oh, that is goddamn mother's milk.
It is good.
It's not quite old Rasputin, but it's close.
It is not as potent
It
as
doesn't
old
punch.
Rasputin.
It doesn't punch like Rasputin does.
I'm about to.
Rah, rah, Rasputin.
Give it some time to. Okay, so usually just letting him enjoy that because we already know his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We're just letting this chill for a minute. Usually you do it with ice, or if you have a.
We also don't have a thermometer to really help with this currently.
I'm having to do it by hand. There's other ways you do it. There's an immersion chiller, which is like a wire chiller, but we don't.
There's also that really cool kettle we almost bought that had the double line, where the outside of the hose had cold water running through.
Yeah.
And the inside hose was the beer, so that by the end of the 6-foot hose, it was actually.
Unfortunately, a lot of those things are no longer in service, are no longer being made. Unfortunately, like there was like a boom when we were making beer, where there was like so much tech coming out for beer making.
Some of which was good, some of which was bad.
But it's no longer being made. And it's kind of being shown with, like, unfortunately, with how beer is now. Like, you're not seeing, like...
Well, we went through a boom of craft beer for about 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
Like 2008 until the pandemic craft beers, but a lot of craft beers didn't survive
I would
the
say
pandemic.
1819 would be.
I mean, a lot of them didn't pay. But the big thing is, there's a lot of beers we used to drink that are still there, but because they're owned by the Greater Coors Brewing Company or the Greater Miller Brewing Company, are owned by Anheuser-Busch, they have caused a regional beer thing. So that means that Third Shift. Remember Third Shift? How good Third Shift was fucking dope.
Remember Warsteiner?
Warsteiner still pops up.
I haven't seen Warsteiner anywhere. If you can find me if anyone can find me Warsteiner Dunkel in the state of Louisiana, I will drive there. To get it.
Lafayette.
I will drive there to Lafayette.
What? My wife just began giggling. What's up?
Emily Erie said she was talking to her husband.
Uh-huh.
And he said, Mitch McConnell left his fleshy prison for a moment on live TV, and in unison they both went, Lich McConnell!
Yeah. Well, I said,
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, I said that he caught a glimpse of Hades.
All I heard was the window shutting off noise.
Okay, look.
All good answers. All
Here's
good
the thing
answers.
is, I'm going to throw this out here. Maybe the unpopular opinion of the night. Do I laugh at the memes about that? Yes, I do, because deep down inside of me, there's a petty ass individual. The first thought I had when I watched that is, why the fuck are you not helping this man having a stroke?
Because he's an elected official.
No. I'm talking about not us, not me and you. I would also hope me and you, even though we don't like him, if we watched him having something happen to him, the goodness in us would at least try to attempt to just...
No,
No! But no, like, here's the thing is, there are motherfuckers around this man, okay? There are motherfuckers around this 1,000-year-old Methuselah Nosferatu that still somehow reports to the Senate regularly, right? There are people there that he pays to handle him, and all of a sudden, he shuts down for 15 fucking seconds live on TV, and not a one of them moves. Okay, I'm not putting on 10 fucking foil hat with that, but here's my thing is like, if legit that's your boss and you're meant to handle his old ass.
Okay, so this is my thing. I think what happened...
He had an absent seizure. That's what happened. Look, he didn't have a stroke because nothing drooped. I don't know why I touched my face. I feel kind of bad, but
Okay,
like, he had an absent seizure live on television, and one...
I'm just testing this.
No, it's not ready yet.
Holy fuck.
The
Feel
water.
how hot that is.
No. If you're doing that, no. Okay, but here's the deal.
Now, here's the thing. This is what I was going to say. Like, it doesn't really matter, like... okay. Let me regather my thoughts. I think what they were thinking at the time that it happened was that... What the fuck is going on?
Oh, shit.
Do we need... Oh, shit. There's a bit of bystander syndrome setting in where they're watching it happen and they're thinking someone else is going to step in.
I'm really thinking most of them never dealt with a super old person before. Like, okay, like, to explain the reason I'm kind of weird is between 1989 and 1997, every 3 months I was going to a funeral because I come from Mississippi fucking dirt farmers that have 12 goddamn kids. So that means that my grandfather's one of 7, my grandmother's one of 7, and they had cousins. They were both like, so like my grandparents are one of 7, and then they all had 3 to 5 kids. I got old fucking cousins, and my great grandmother was one of 15. Like, you start getting into, I don't know if you knew your oldest sibling because they were already fucking out the house when you were born type situation. So I've been used to dealing with super, let me say that, people that are beyond 80. Okay, and I feel this might be ageist, but once you get beyond 80,
You're on Social Security, you shouldn't be able to run again.
yes ma'am. But the big thing here is once you get past 80, there are additional health problems that can occur.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Well, I mean,
Like,
you've already lived past what's supposed to be the average life expectancy in the United States.
The problem is here...
But I mean, what is like if all of a sudden I see.
Let me say this. Real
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
The problem is here. It's like I have my opinions on Mitch McConnell.
He's a son of a bitch. Let me not talk bad about his mama. I don't know her. She's dead.
But aside from my opinions, there's a big problem of people that in Congress, in Senate, that are a little bit too old to be there.
They're past the retirement age.
And I'm saying this for a certain presidential candidate I supported as well. But
they're a bit too old for the job.
I said that when I was supporting them as well. And I think that is just like the biggest problem here. You're seeing like our elected officials who make policy break down on TV.
Well, here's the thing: is that the thing I'm trying to say to get beyond all that. Uh-oh, someone's texting me. Make sure that we're not being told to shut the fuck up.
I will never shut the fuck up.
No, if Claire tells us, if Claire was watching and told us to shut the fuck up, huh? Oh. Anyway, here's my thing. My knowledge of people that are in that age, if all of a sudden there's a very long pause, you need to check on great grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Granny, you good? Like, you ask, and like you do something. And eventually they did, but there's like here's the thing: 10 seconds, 15 seconds is not actually that long of a time until it's silent.
Yeah.
And in a very public situation. So my thing is that no, I don't like the man, but I was legit worried for him.
No, you see that and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, he's
wow, somebody help him. Somebody help him. Like, my thing is like, I'm not to the point right now, it's like, hey, let him die. I don't want to say that because that's rough and sorry, Twitch. I feel that's wrong, right? My first thought was, oh crap, why aren't y'all doing anything for him? Because is it draining slow?
It's draining. Okay, there it goes.
I was gonna ask you, did my drain clog?
It's doing a little spiral thing.
It's doing an eddy. Woo! In any case, the turtle having a breakdown on the TV is just something that I feel is not good for him. It's not good for us as a country, and it lets us know we got to do some things. Unfortunately, we're Americans, so we won't.
Wait, do we have a thing to pour things in?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we just using this for everything, or?
You got another funnel. I got 3 funnels.
So we're going to be funneling everything?
You want to try to pour a hot liquid into the beer container?
Oh, I thought I brought a siphon, but...
There is an auto siphon, but that's not... With the pot, there's no scrub. There's no shrub. There's nothing in there that doesn't need to go into the beer. We're not to the point of needing to use a siphon to not make sure we don't get a yeast cake yet.
You know, I'll allow it.
This is literally what we've always done.
I'll allow it.
All right. Anyway, the mild, moderately political thing here, because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, TBA runs the gambit on some things. There's a few things we don't. And one of those things is, always remember to donate to the charity we actually have going on right now, because currently it goes to child literacy. I forget, which one did we pick again? Totally genuine. What's which one do we actually pick? I keep forgetting which one of the two for childhood literacy.
I forget.
If you donate down below, I forget the name of one of the two charities. It's but the money will. Oh shit! This sounds so disingenuous. I feel bad.
Wow, I can't believe you're gonna pocket. No, I'm kidding. No, for real.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna go to Discord. But
I'm making him feel bad. But we do.
That's not hard.
We do set up a charity for every quarter. We did One Tree Planted. We did.
We've done the Trevor Project, which
is,
hey, if you want to donate the Trevor Project, still do that because LGBTQ plus youth do need a place to stay when families become shitty.
Or they just need someone to talk to, and that infrastructure is really good right now. But yeah, no, we don't get a lot here. We're just a tiny little corner of the internet. We're just a little flickery star out in the universe.
Was it Room to Read, Elm?
What?
Was it Room to Read, or was it World Literacy Foundation?
World Literacy Foundation.
Okay, so sorry, my bad. Because we're also just getting into Extra Life season. Oh my god, and I have a kid. I'm making excuses for being kind of shitty right now. Anyway, if you donate to us using the link that's down below, it will go to the World Literacy Foundation, which helps kids learn how to read, which is very important because, one, I just didn't use correct English right there, but also, the more knowledge out there makes the world better, and a kid knowing how to read and expanding their mind and being able to look into other worlds and to experience something that is not right there with them is wonderful. I have an autistic child who loves to read, and his world has gotten so much better, and every time I hand him a new book, he's excited. So if you can donate, please do, because it will help children learn to read and get more books to them and support reading programs in underprivileged areas. So if you can, please do. If you can't, understand completely. Also,
children need to learn how to read. Louisiana has a currently, 30% literacy rate with our kids?
actually closer to 50. We're above Mississippi and Alabama.
We did it. We're above Mississippi.
We are legitimately the meme of the dude pouring champagne in his face that's in third place.
I mean, you know what? That's us. Also, you know what we're not. You know what we're last place in? And I'm going to say this as a good thing. Radon. We don't have radon here. Because we don't have basements. Get fucked, Michigan. And Maine. And all of those places with basements.
Chris, why are you becoming adversarial with other states?
I don't know.
You realize this state is like 38th in health? Or lower? Which means if we were
fucked, you got radon. What about it?
Like
we make up for it with our fucking lung cancer from smoking, but we don't got radon.
Chris, you're going to say this, and all of a sudden we're going to be asthmatic wheezing with our overweightness when we go to war with Maine, and it's not going to be good, man.
I'm going to fucking defect. I made a fucking defector in our steampunk. Why do you think I'm going to not defect like in a real war?
Chris, let's be honest. Maine's going to throw lobsters in Louisiana, and they're going to start fighting because we're just going to do a crawfish boil with lobsters and crawfish, and everybody's going to be friends again.
We're going to be like, yo, what's up? It's time to fight, and then we're like...
Stop. You need to stop before you become problematic. Why the fuck? Okay, so I got Parish Brewing. It's called Okra, Double India Pale Ale. So 16 fluid ounces. And then you scroll over here, hashtag, this malt beverage does not contain okra, winky, sticky out of tongue emoji face.
Oh, they use the hashtag from X, no longer Twitter.
Don't give that man advertisement.
I'm sorry.
We don't give apartheiders
I'm
advertisement.
Sorry. I'm leaving now.
I need to stop before I get us in trouble with that statement. Anyway, so I'm not gonna lie. I bought this because it had a bunch of okra on the side. I'm now alone. Anyway. Parish is a local brewing company here in Louisiana. I'm not gonna lie, I bought it because there was okra on the outside of it. Oh shit, this is hazy, Chris.
Is it hazy?
Look at it.
That's not hazy, that's like cloudy. That's like, you can't even see through that.
Shit, this is a yeast cake. However, I do love the cake. Oh, there's a little face on that okra.
Oh,
Little face on that okra.
Cute.
Look at that little face.
Why he cute?
It says hi. Okay. So, 2 IPAs tonight. Not the biggest IPA fan myself personally, but...
IPAs, like, just generally... Yeah, I smelled it already. I don't smell any okra flavor.
No. We've been duped.
Like, was there supposed to be okra in here?
No.
Wait, is it supposed to be like a hazy IPA or just a regular IPA?
There's cans still in the fridge, so you don't gotta do like to check the recipe out the
I was gonna do that.
We do not need to do making pancakes out the trash can, Chris.
Okay, is it this one?
It's the one that's pink that has a bunch of okra on it.
Oh, it's that one. Oh, hey. Okay.
I don't see anything about it being a hazy IPA.
I mean, it's fucking hazy though.
Oh, listen to that. It claps when you tap
Double
it.
India Pale Ale.
Yeah, looking at them.
But usually it says Juicy Hazy IPA.
It's not juicy or hazy. What'd you say, Em?
I thought you said M.
No. No, all right. Smells like an IPA.
There's
This
an
is
okra
the-
in there.
Huh?
There's an okra in there.
There's not.
It tastes like one.
This says there's no okra in there.
Does it?
Yeah, I just said it. It was on there and it had the little winky emoji.
I'm not listening.
This is your everyday run-of-the-mill IPA. This is not worth the 4-pack price of this. This is not. It's not terrible.
Okay, so give the viewers at home an idea of what the price is on those.
This was $10 for a 4-pack, which is not unheard of for 4-packs from microbrews. That's not a bad price. This is
I will say though, I'm talking shit only because I don't really like double IPAs or IPAs in general. Parish Brewing does have very good beer.
Parish Brewing's Saison they release, and
Their wheat beer is really good.
the wheat one, but the that and the Trey number whatever, because they always change the name of it because whatever the number of that batch is. Those are usually pretty good. They're summer and they're farmhouse ales. This Canebrake is good.
Canebrake is really good.
There's Saison Session.
Mm.
I love that one, but it hasn't been out because it's seasonal. This is bad, but it's not.
I'm like
it's not
honestly,
bad,
I'm
it's
not
not good.
impressed.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is a hipster. This isn't okay. I hate to say this. This is a neckbeard in college showing up with an IPA because it's a special beer he found at the gas station. Everybody's impressed at that point, but we're nearly fucking 40,
Yeah.
and we've. Oh my god, I feel like such an old man now.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna be 36 in a couple of weeks.
I'm gonna be 39 this year. LeBlanc's gonna be 40.
Yeah, 40s. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper something to you.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah,
Yeah, but no, like I've been messing with him for that.
that's fair. You should.
I should. I'm happy for him though.
I'm happy for him too. Here's the thing. Here's something that you've probably heard 1,000 times if you're younger, if you're a Zoomer, or if you're a very young millennial. You never feel old until you have to like
Hang out with someone 10 years younger than
yeah.
you.
Because feeling old is like I don't know.
I've been old since I knew you, though.
Like I was technically the baby of the group for a while, even though like okay, I mean, but
Demna and Michaela aren't 30 yet.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm okay. Even though I'm about to be 36, okay, if I was 21, 22, 23, 24, you'd be about 24, 25 at that point.
Oh, you're about to be 36. Yeah, I'm 3 years older than you.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have been that much further than me.
No, it's weird. But no, here's
Like
the deal.
you've been a teacher for a fucking long time though.
Start teaching 09.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like
Oh shit, this is 10 years of Carol.
yeah. Hey, you know, like the thing. Also, respect teachers. Like fuck you if you don't.
Hey, don't be that aggressive.
Oh, sorry.
Please respect us. We do a lot. We're not heroes. But we're
Sorry.
also going to chill up. Don't call me a groomer. We're going to leave it at that, and I'm not going to talk more about that subject.
Yeah.
Please respect your teachers because
You know what's
we're one. Okay, here's the deal. Every job is expected to do things out there that are not expected of it. However, teachers are one of the few ones that are supposed to bring all their own supplies for their kids and get paid less. I'm trying to figure that one out. You don't ask a nurse to bring their own syringes, but in any case,
I don't get asked to bring zirconia pucks, so.
In any case, love you teachers. They love you kids. We function as a temporary parent for 8 hours a day. Please love on them, especially the folks that deal with the little bitties, the elementary teachers. Oh my God, I got so much respect for them. Yeah. I deal with them. I deal with the just shy of a fully poke evolved.
I'm going to say this much. When I was in college, before I dropped out like an asshole, I'm not an asshole. Like, if college isn't for you, it's not for you. It's fine.
This is going to sit with the last pickle beer in the back of my fridge. We still have one pickle beer.
It can stay there.
Yeah, well. It's also,
but here's the
there's
thing.
one ghost can of early time or simple times.
Yeah, it can be a fertilizer. But here's the thing. Like, my teacher when I was in art school was like, "You could be an art teacher, Grave. You could be an art teacher," and I'm like,
dude,
no.
We've already completely doxed each other with our actual names.
We're not Chris Brown, try to find me. Don't actually do that. I just realized, don't. Like, I love you. You're beautiful.
Hey.
Oh. Feel it on the bottom. Just give it
10 more minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna go like this and give it a fresh new thing. And
No. This could actually just dry at air temperature. That's less than body temp.
It's about body temp. It could be a little bit lower.
About 10-15 degrees.
So.
Okay, so to get back to the beer before Chris and I start babbling about other crap and eventually get told, Hewitt, Chris, stop. Here's the deal. When you're making beer, you want it to be about 70-ish degrees, right, Chris? Depending on the yeast.
70 to 80 degrees.
You want it to be slightly below body temperature because that's a sweet point for yeast in beer. Same thing with the honey, but mead's a little more forgiving in this situation. So, fun fact.
I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm just trying to... No, I know what I'm doing right here. I'm just...
You okay?
I'm good.
We're good.
There we go.
But with the last little bit before we end up going offline because the final bottling is not going to be that entertaining for everybody. We mentioned a while back when we did Boo Ha Ha about doing a podcast, a new podcast. Something that could actually be done when Freya gets here. So let's talk about that for about the next 10 or so minutes while we're waiting on this, because I think if one of us streams it on Discord and we have a playlist of ghost videos. The problem is there's so many videos on there that are... We're going to have to cultivate this.
I have an idea for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was coming back into streaming soon anyway, because I have some ideas, but the hay fever fucked me up this week. Like, I tried to exercise this week. It didn't work. I just ended up walking. It was hard walking for like Monday, Tuesday. Although I do miss Tuesday night game. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Next week should be Tuesday night game and Redwell.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, the thing is, it's like because I had to have a player drop out in my Friday night Pathfinder. It's moved to Wednesday night, so Wednesday night is just Pathfinder for me now.
Worst things could happen.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It works out for me because, I'm just doing Pathfinder anyway. But I have some ideas of what I want to do for that. And I just have some podcast ideas. And if we have this setup working right, we can just...
I mean, the thing is, with podcasts, the soundboard might not be 100% necessary because we don't even have to be in the same place.
Yeah.
Because we have decent enough setups personally.
Okay, this is what I'll say when it comes to setups. This is just my personal opinion. I like being in a...
Don't fight my bad surge protection at my fuse panel, okay?
We'll just go in there.
You're gonna lose because it's electricity. Electricity will fucking kill you.
I mean, I've been electrocuted before. I know how.
No, you've been
feel.
shocked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got. I'm gonna be that asshole.
Yeah,
Keep talking. I'm
damn.
gonna put shoes on because my feet are bare on stone and it hurts.
Well, I have some ideas on what I would like to do in terms of podcasting. And if it's TBA related, I love that. We can, even if it's not branded as a TBA show, we can still advertise TBA and still kind of funnel people here. So, like my thing is, it's like, okay, let me see if you understand where I'm coming from here. When it comes to paranormal, like it's mostly true crime, but it's paranormal too. There's like this problematic attitude to either treat things as like 100% real or just be gratuitous with it in a way that is like kind of like playing up the gratuity of it. Does that make sense?
Well, here's my problem is, like, I'll be honest with you. I'd prefer if TBA did not do a true crime.
I always say...
The thing is, if we do true crime, that's something I won't be involved in because true crime starts getting close to home. Like, here's the deal. We start talking about Mothman and the fat ass of the Mothman statue.
Oh, my God.
All double scoops of that, of the jams, okay? If we're talking about that, I'm in. I'm all in about cryptids. I'm all in about ghosts. I'm all in about weird shit. I started getting a little squidgy on aliens, mostly because...
No, see, the thing is, I love aliens just because...
Well, the only reason I said that is because...
funny.
Well, here's the thing is, I get a little squidgy on aliens because, like, I'm going to make a joke about them not being real, and then the motherfuckers are going to land outside the Washington Monument and just walk on something like, sup? Like... That's a fucking giant crawfish, Louisiana. We got a problem. We've been eating... this is going to be that whole episode of Futurama where we've been eating their babies. But the big thing is, like, my thing with true crime is it hits too close to home because it's real.
Okay,
and
here's the thing. When it comes... I understand where you're coming from with true crime, and one of the only reason why I brought up true crime is because... it's extra focused on its thing, but when it comes to like doing something like mystery related, I think there's like some really cool things to talk about there.
You're not wrong.
Like, okay, let me give an example. Terrere, the man from the 18th century who had this weird appetite. He would just eat shit, right? Fun thing to listen about. It's not technically true crime. I mean, he was suspected of eating, like...
They lied about him eating babies.
Yeah.
But the thing is that's not true crime to me. That's just an anomaly. That's a Cabinet of Curiosity incident.
Yeah.
I like Cabinet of Curiosities, which, by the way, great podcast by the guy who does lore. I'm down for weird, odd... Okay, look, I can do occult, I can do arcana, I can do just weird fucking knowledge. True crime, where we start talking about people fucking died.
Oh yeah, like let's be clear here. Let us.
No, don't. You fucking VeggieTale asshole.
Let us be clear that. Like, whatever we talk about is going to be I don't like...
I'm going to squash this right now and say be quiet.
Oh, fuck. No. When it comes to, like, true crime content, like, there are, like, some mystery cases that I think would be interesting, but it's...
Like, here's the thing, D.B. Cooper to me is not true crime.
Yeah.
anything that happens in that weird triangle up in New England or the weird triangle that's over in Minnesota, that's not true crime. That starts hitting a weird, maybe slightly paranormal
Yeah.
type thing that I'm fine with. But when we start like, hey, we're going to talk about Son of Sam. No.
Yeah, no. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, let's put it this way. Something weird okay, let's say a murder it happens, but everything that's talked about is like some other person, and it's more about the weird shit around that person, not so much like the gratuity of a murder.
Well, here's the thing. I don't mind producing and or being the individual that streams it.
I had to put the lettuce up, I'm sorry.
My thing is that I do not like talking about murders. Like the people that are all about Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, that's weird. No.
Or here's the thing. The people that talk about Ted Bundy being hot.
That's worse than weird.
Well, here's the thing. Is like the reason Ted Bundy had success is there were people at that time that found that thumb of an individual to be attractive, and that's personality. Because if you look at him,
he's pretty basic. He's a bitch.
He was generic white dude with receding hairline.
Like here's the thing.
Like,
okay,
let me at least say this when it comes to podcasts. If we want to do a weird shit podcast, I'm 100% for the weird shit podcast. Here's the deal. I keep learning from listening to other podcasts right now that there's shit I have known since I was barely in the double digits of age. Because I watched, In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy, and then Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Hunters International, Josh Gates' show, Destination Truth or whatever. All those started hitting, and the British Ghost Show with the weird psychic lady that always thought the ghosts were attracted to her wherever she went. I don't remember that one.
Okay, like
here's the deal. It's like I've watched that and I've learned so much weird stuff. I don't understand that most people don't know who D.B. Cooper is.
You see,
or the one that really trips me up is like, we live in Louisiana. There's a Subway and a gas station across the street from this place. There's a Tractor Supply next door to this place, and it's called the Myrtles Plantation. Okay, like, I drive through St. Francisville, Subway, gas station, State Farm insurance salesman.
Yeah, exactly.
The Myrtles, Tractor Supply, bank. And everybody's like, oh, deep down in the swamps of Louisiana. No, look, dude. I want us to do a ghost hunt at the Myrtles. And everybody's taking it super serious. And then all of a sudden, I show up with a $5 footlong, just... Here, what'd you do? I walked across the street, the Subway. And I want to break that idea that the Myrtles is in the middle of a goddamn swamp. We're all in the middle of a swamp in Louisiana, technically. But the Myrtles, like literally, the Myrtles is 29 feet from the highway, but they have a giant-ass hedge, and they keep everything shrouded. So if you film there, it looks like you in the bayous. Yeah. It's not that far from one.
Here's the thing. If you go anywhere in Louisiana, okay, this is a top secret.
Throw a stone and you find a haunted plantation house.
Yeah, you go to Shreveport, LSU campus.
Haunted plantation.
There's a fucking plantation on the campus. Like, I'm not even fucking joking. There is a plantation on the campus, like an old fucking.
It's not, a person's not actually that old if you go to Shreveport to LSU.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, no, like, when it comes to, like, weird shit, like, okay, like I said, I don't mind covering, like, okay, I don't like gratuity for gratuity's sake, so if we're covering something that is, like, let's say a murder... Well, let me say this. Let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. We're bad about interrupting each other here.
If I'm let's say I'm covering a murder. If I'm talking about how the person was killed, or I'm sitting here making this focus around that, that's bad. I don't like that. But if I'm talking about, like, hey, this happened, this was the start of things, this fucking asshole over here fucked everything up, and then you're talking about, like, a series of events that are, like,
Okay.
weird.
Let me put it this way. Like, the situation near the voodoo shop in New Orleans, which I'm not going into some of my beliefs about some of the stuff with that. But
Oh, I know which one you're talking about, yeah.
Talking about the couple.
Yeah, I know.
To where it's like, I'm down with talking about the ghost activity there.
Yeah.
And then you mention what happened there, but if you go into detail about that, I'm going to be like...
Oh, yeah, no, it's like... Well, the thing is with that
Here's
one...
my thing is... Okay, let me rephrase this. Here's my thing with true crime. If you tell me about true crime in the 1800s... You know what I mean? That's 1800s, that's history. If you tell me about true crime that happened in 2012, I'm going, people still alive that know them. And I'm not down now because, here's the deal, like, this is where I'll boil it down with true crime that has happened within my lifetime. There are people who are alive that could hear you talking about the situation of their loved one, and it could hurt them. And I'm not for that because...
Well, that was I remember, and I'm not shitting on the Ghoul Boys when it comes to BuzzFeed Unsolved / Watcher. I understand that, like, they had, like, a contractual obligation to go to certain places. One of the things that, like, I know they were really uncomfortable with their true crime stuff is they had to do more recent stuff, and they were
my
like...
thing is, if it's before 1960, I'm okay with it, because, like, there are people... Okay, let me rephrase. If it's before if it's like connected to World War II or earlier, I'm not gonna be as angry. But, like, if it's in my lifetime, there are people who are not, like, you say, oh, this happened in the 1980s. There are parents in their 60s, which let me go out on a limb here, not that old.
Well, okay, let me give you a real world example. People do the River Phoenix stuff, and I'm like...
Oh, no.
I'm like,
no,
River Phoenix, like, he has so many people that still exist around him.
You got people that ain't even 60 that, like, were connected to that. That's like, hey, let's talk about a friend of Channing Tatum that had something happen.
Yeah.
No, it's too soon. Like, it's not, to me, that's my thing with true crime.
Or even, like, this is a lot... This is a lot further back, but, like, when Ghost Hunters did
when Ghost Adventures went to the apartment of the people that they had done investigations with because the dude killed his wife.
No, it was the...
That one was too soon for me.
It was the Manson murders. It was Ghost Hunters, and it was the Manson murders. What was her name? Fuck. I can't remember her name.
I don't know. I didn't see that episode. That's during one of the time periods I didn't have cable.
Okay, so you know about the Manson murders.
Yeah,
right?
100%. That's
yeah.
Somebody has bought that house and lives there.
Yeah. Well, no, they went there in like 2008ish, and okay, so it's 2023, but I would still say in 2023 it would be weird to go to, like, the house that, like, a famous actress who was married to Roman Polanski, who is a fuck him.
Solid.
But he's still alive, and the woman that was murdered still has family.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, here's the deal. If we want to do a paranormal podcast, like, here's my thing. I would like us to do more reaction videos to stupid ghost videos on the internet because here's the deal. You and me shooting the shit, watching those bad ghost videos was fun and super stupid, and I love that. If it is a ghost investigation, oh my god, I would love to do a ghost investigation. Like, there's one building, if we could get the okay to go to here in Monroe, I would love to do the ghost investigation because I had weird shit happen there.
Which one is it?
Poolside and Southern Hardware. They took down the connector bridge, but the same people own the two buildings, and they have started doing some renovation, and that means something is ramping up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hell, I'd love to go do the Myrtles. Hell, I'd love to go do Roseline Plantation. I mean, shit, I'd go where Knox and them did. Also, I love the series Ghost Brothers. Have you watched that? This is the reason I love Ghost Brothers. We got to ask a serious question about every ghost investigation show. Why everybody white? And I love that because it's 4 dudes out of Atlanta that do ghost investigations. And here's the thing: they went down to South Louisiana. They went down near Port Arthur. Okay, and they went there, and all of a sudden it's like, man, there's a walking boss that messes with people. It's just like, I got this. He gets out there, and you know someone cracked a whip off fucking camera. But imagine it's fucking midnight. You're walking through the slave quarters. I'd jump like a bitch if all of a sudden I heard a whip crack. I'm like, shit! Alright.
Man, I fucking jump at a cicada. So.
But here's the thing, is like, either I'm about to leave, or I'm about to throw down. It's one of those, fuck! Okay, fuck you.
I'm going to punch something or run. Or both.
There's a good chance I'm also making a Hewitt-sized hole in a wall. I'm also going to say this, I don't want to mess with certain classifications of ghosts. Mostly because, here's the deal. The reason I say that is, there's a comedian dude that was on TikTok that said ghosts can't actually hurt humans or else there'd be no Caucasians left. And I go, valid. Valid. Hey guys, we probably need to kill the stream and then bottle everything.
Yeah.
So, alright. So, hey folks, thank you for sticking around with us, me and Chris babbling while drinking different beverages. We greatly appreciate it. If you would tune in any other time for TBA, we usually stream on Mondays. This next Monday will be Holy Winds. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, in a couple weeks, we will be doing a Smash or Pass on our next bonus action roundtable. Or bonus round table. Let's see. This Sunday, nothing. Monday, Holy Winds. Thursday, nothing. Because we're getting ready for baby. Next Sunday is Smash or Pass. And then things are going to get a little wobbly in the month of August because we're going to... TBA North, the studio we film everything in, is going to have a small yowling human that's already extremely active, and I'm being blamed for that one. In any case, so for the next 2 months, things will be a little wobbly. You can find us at teambonusaction.com, created by our very lovely Frecky V. It's a great website. You can see videos and find information about the cast, and also see who we are currently partnered with. You can also find us at Team Bonus Action on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Also, is it on Instagram, Elm? Team Bonus Action? Okay, Team Bonus... And Threads. Threads and Instagram were that. And on the hellscape that is Twitter, or X, we are at bonus_team. And since Knox is not here, don't let your meatloaf. Thank you for tuning in to another Bonus Roundtable podcast brought to you by Team Bonus Action. If you'd like to find more out about us, you can go to our website at teambonusaction.com, or you can check us out on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube as Team Bonus Action, or on Twitter at bonus_team. And since Knox is not here, don't let your meatloaf.